Hello, everyone. If you enjoy learning English with simple stories and meaningful ideas, please subscribe to English Owl. You can listen, learn, and grow with us one story at a time. Now, let us begin today's story. You open your phone. You see someone doing well. They have a good job. They travel to beautiful places. They look happy. Then you look at your own life, and suddenly your life feels small. You think, why am I not doing better? Why am I so slow? Why is my life not like that? Maybe you know this feeling. It is easy to compare yourself to other people. We do it every day. We compare our jobs. We compare our money. We compare our looks. We compare our English. We even compare how happy we are. But there is a problem. You do not know the whole story. You only see one small part. Maybe someone shows a beautiful picture. They are smiling. The place looks perfect. You think, they have a wonderful life. But what happened before that picture? What happened after it? You do not know. Maybe they had a difficult morning. Maybe they are worried about money. Maybe they feel lonely. Maybe they are also comparing themselves to someone else. A picture cannot show a whole life. A smile cannot tell you everything. But we often forget this. We see the best part of someone else's life. Then we compare it to our normal day. Of course, our life feels worse. Think about a movie. You watch the best 5 minutes. Then you compare those 5 minutes to a whole day of your life. Is that fair? No. Your day has boring parts. It has problems. It has mistakes. It has tired moments. But other people have these moments too. You just do not always see them. Maybe your friend speaks English very well. You listen and think, my English is terrible. You feel bad? You want to stop studying. But maybe your friend studied for 5 years. Maybe they made thousands of mistakes. Maybe they were afraid to speak at first. You only see them now. You do not see their first day. You do not see all the work behind them. This is important. When you compare yourself to someone, you often compare two different times. You see their result. Then you look at your beginning. You see their year 5. Then you look at your day 10. That is not a fair comparison. Maybe someone is running fast. You are walking slowly. You think, I am not good enough. But maybe they started long before you. Maybe they had more help. Maybe their road was different. You do not know. So why use their speed to decide if you are doing well? Your road is your road. You have your own starting point. You have your own problems. You have your own time. This does not mean you should never look at other people. Other people can help us. They can teach us. They can give us good ideas. They can show us what is possible. But there is a difference between learning and comparing. Learning says, what can I learn from this person? Comparing says, why am I not as good as this person? One helps you move. The other can make you stop. Imagine you see someone who speaks English well. You can think, I want to learn from them. Maybe you listen to how they speak. Maybe you learn a new word. Maybe you practice more. That can help you. But you can also think, I will never be that good. Then you close your book. You stop trying. The same person can give you hope or make you feel bad. The difference is how you look at them. You do not need to be better than everyone. You only need to keep learning. Maybe you think other people are moving faster. That can be difficult. You work hard, but someone gets a better result. You study every day. but someone learns faster. You save money, but someone already has more. You try to improve your life, but other people seem far ahead. Then a small voice says, "What is wrong with me?" Maybe nothing is wrong. Maybe you are simply on a different road. Not every tree grows at the same speed. Some trees grow quickly. Some grow slowly. But a slow tree is still growing. It does not look at the tree next to it and stop. It keeps growing in its own way. You can do the same. Maybe your progress is slow. Slow does not mean no progress. Maybe you only learned 5 new English words this week. That is 5 words you did not know before. Maybe you only exercised 2 times. That is 2 times more than 0. Maybe you saved a little money. It is still a beginning. Do not make your small progress disappear because someone did more. Your progress still matters. Comparison can make good things look small. You do something well. You feel happy. Then you see someone doing better. Suddenly, you are not happy anymore. But your action did not change. Your progress did not disappear. Only your thoughts changed. Think about that. You walked 1 mile. You felt proud. Then you saw someone run 10 miles. Now you feel bad. But you still walked 1 mile. That did not change. Someone else's success did not remove your success. There is space for both. They can do well. And you can do well too. You do not need to make their light smaller. And you do not need to make your own light smaller either. Maybe you have spent a lot of time looking at other people. You know what they are doing. You know where they travel. You know what they buy. You know what they achieve. But do you know your own progress? Do you remember where you were 1 year ago? What can you do now that you could not do before? What have you learned? What difficult days did you get through? These questions matter. Maybe you are stronger than you think. Maybe you have moved more than you can see. But you are too busy looking at everyone else. Turn your eyes back to your own life. Look at your own steps. Maybe they are small. That is okay. They are yours. Maybe your road is longer. That is okay too. Keep walking. You do not need to arrive before everyone else. Life is not one big race. There is no one finish line for all people. One person wants a big career. Another person wants a quiet life. One person wants to travel. Another person wants to stay close to family. One person wants more money. Another person wants more free time. Who is winning? There is no simple answer. People want different things. So do not use another person's life to measure your own. Ask yourself better questions. Am I learning? Am I growing? Am I moving in a good direction? These questions can help you more. Maybe the answer is yes. Then keep going. Maybe the answer is no. Then choose one small thing to change. But do not change only because someone else looks better. Change because it is right for you. The next time you compare yourself to someone, stop for a moment. Remember that you do not know their whole story. You see one part. You see one moment. You see one result. There may be years of work behind it. There may be problems you cannot see. Then look back at yourself. Do not ask, why am I not like them? Ask, what is my next step? That question is much more useful. Maybe your next step is small. Take it. Maybe you need more time. Give yourself time. Maybe you made a mistake. Learn from it. Your life does not need to look like someone else's life. Your progress does not need to move at their speed. You are allowed to learn slowly. You are allowed to take a different road. You are allowed to be a beginner. So when someone looks far ahead of you, remember this. You are not seeing their whole story, and you should not forget your own. Look at your road. Look at your next step. Then keep walking. You do not need to be better than them. You only need to keep growing in your own way. Everyone starts in a different place. This is easy to forget. You see someone doing well. Then you look at yourself. You think, why am I behind? But behind who? And behind what? Maybe you are comparing two very different lives. One person started 5 years ago. You started 5 months ago. One person had a teacher. You learned alone. One person had a lot of free time. You had work and family to care for. Can you really compare these two people? It is not easy. Their starting points are different. Their lives are different too. Imagine two people learning English. The first person can study for 2 hours every day. The second person works all day. They come home tired. They only have 20 minutes to study. After 1 year, the first person may speak better English. Does this mean the second person did badly? No. The second person kept learning with the time they had. That is also something to be proud of. We often look only at results. We do not look at the road behind them. You see someone with a good job, but maybe they studied for many years. You see someone who is very healthy, but maybe they started exercising a long time ago. You see someone who speaks English well, but maybe they made many mistakes before you met them. You see the person today. You do not see all the days before today. This is why comparison can be unfair. You compare your first steps to someone else's long road. Then you feel bad, but you are not failing. You may simply be at a different place. Think about a race. Everyone begins at the same line. Then it is easy to see who is faster. But life is not like that. People do not begin at the same line. Some people begin with help. Some begin alone. Some people have money. Some do not. Some people have more time. Some have many things to do every day. Some people know what they want early. Others need more time to find their way. There is no one starting line. So life cannot be one simple race. Maybe someone is younger than you. They are already doing something you want to do. You think, I am too late. But are you really too late? You are only looking at their age. You are not looking at your whole life. Maybe you had other things to learn first. Maybe you had difficult times. Maybe you needed more time. Your life did not stop because someone started before you. You can still begin. A person who starts today is still a person who started. That matters. Maybe you are learning English at 40. Someone else started at 10. That is okay. You are not trying to become that person. You are trying to become better than you were before. Yesterday, you knew 10 words. Today, you know 11. That is progress. Last month, you were afraid to listen to English. Now you listen for 10 minutes. That is progress too. Do not lose your progress because someone is faster. Your small step is still real. Imagine two people walking to the same town. One person starts close to the town. The other person starts far away. After 1 hour, the first person arrives. The second person is still walking. Does that mean the second person is lazy? No. They had a longer road. Maybe they are working just as hard. Maybe they are working even harder. You cannot know by looking only at where they are now. This is true in life too. You do not know how far someone had to walk. And other people do not know your whole road either. They may see your result. They may not see your hard days. They may not see the times you wanted to stop. They may not see how many times you began again. But you know your own road. So respect it. Maybe your road has been difficult. Maybe it took you a long time to get here. Do not say, I should be farther. Stop and look at how far you have already come. You may be surprised. Think about yourself 1 year ago. What did you know then? What can you do now? Maybe your change is small, but small change still matters. Maybe you are calmer now. Maybe you know more English. Maybe you make better choices. Maybe you learned how to begin again after a bad day. These things are part of progress. Not all progress is easy to see. Sometimes progress is quiet. You do not get a big prize. No one says, good job. But you are changing. You are learning. You are becoming stronger. Do not ignore that change. Comparison can make you forget it. You look at someone far ahead. Then you think you have done nothing. But that is not true. Turn around. Look behind you. Look at the steps you already took. Maybe you walked slowly. You still walked. Maybe you stopped many times. You still came back. Maybe you made mistakes. You still learned. That is your story. Do not throw it away because someone has a different story. You can learn from other people. You can feel happy for them. You can ask them questions. You can use their success as hope. But you do not need to use their life as a ruler for your own. A fish and a bird live very different lives. A bird can fly. A fish can swim. It would make no sense for the fish to feel bad because it cannot fly. The fish has its own way to move. You have your own way too. Maybe you are good at things another person finds difficult. Maybe your strength is quiet. Maybe you are patient. Maybe you listen well. Maybe you keep going when life is hard. Do not only look at what you do not have. Look at what you have too. Your life gave you different lessons. Those lessons made you who you are. Maybe you wish your road was easier. That feeling is normal. But you cannot change your starting point. You can only choose your next step. That is where your power is. Not in yesterday. Not in someone else's life. In your next step. Ask yourself, where am I now? Then ask, what can I do from here? These questions are better than asking, why am I not like them? Maybe you can study for 10 minutes. Do that. Maybe you can save a little money. Start there. Maybe you can learn one new skill. Begin. Use what you have. Start where you are. You do not need someone else's time. You do not need someone else's road. You need your own next step. Some days you will move quickly. Some days you will move slowly. That is normal. Your life will change. Your plans may change too. Keep looking at your own direction. Are you moving toward a life that matters to you? Are you learning? Are you trying? Are you coming back after difficult days? Then keep going. You do not need to win a race against other people. You do not need to arrive first. You only need to walk your road. Remember this when comparison makes you feel small. You do not know where the other person started. You do not know what help they had. You do not know how long they have been walking. And they do not know your whole road either. So be fair to yourself. Look at your own starting point. Look at the things you had to face. Look at the steps you already took. Then look forward. Your next step is waiting. Take it when you can. You may be slow. You may need more time. That is okay. A different starting point does not mean a bad ending. A slower road does not mean you will never arrive. Keep learning, keep moving, and let your life grow at its own speed. Everyone starts in a different place, so do not spend your life trying to walk at someone else's speed. Walk at your speed, take your steps, and keep going on your own road. It is easy to see other people's progress. You see their new job. You see their new house. You hear their good English. You see what they can do. But your own progress can be harder to see. Why? Because you are with yourself every day. Small changes happen slowly. You do not always notice them. Think about a child growing taller. The family sees the child every day. They may not notice a small change. But someone who visits after 1 year may say, "You grew so much." The change was happening all the time. It was just hard to see. Your progress can be like that too. Maybe you think you are not getting better. But look back. Think about yourself 6 months ago. Think about yourself 1 year ago. What was difficult for you then? What can you do now? Maybe English words were hard to understand. Now you can understand simple stories. Maybe you were afraid to listen to English. Now you listen every day. Maybe you could only study for 5 minutes. Now you can study longer. These changes may look small, but they are real. The problem is that we often forget our old self. We only see who we are today. Then we look at someone better than us. Of course we feel slow. Try something different. Do not look to the side. Look behind you. Look at the person you were before. Are you still in the same place? Maybe not. Maybe you know more. Maybe you are stronger. Maybe you are calmer. Maybe you make better choices. That is progress. Not all progress is easy to see. Sometimes progress is doing something that once scared you. Maybe you speak one English sentence. To another person, that may look small. But last year you were too afraid to speak. For you, that one sentence is a big step. Other people may not understand. That is okay. You know your own story. You know how hard that step was. Be proud of it. Maybe you started exercising. You cannot run far. You cannot move as fast as other people. But last month you did not exercise at all. Now you walk 3 times a week. That is progress. Do not say it is only walking. Do not make your own action small. You started. You continued. You changed something. That matters. Comparison often takes away this feeling. You feel good about your progress. Then you see someone doing more. Suddenly you think your work means nothing. But why? Their progress did not remove yours. Imagine you saved $10. You feel happy. Then you learn that your friend saved $100. Did your $10 disappear? No. You still saved $10. Your progress is still there. The same is true in life. Someone can do more than you. And your small step can still matter. Both things can be true. You do not need to be the best to be proud of yourself. You only need to know that you are moving. Sometimes it helps to write things down. At the end of the week, ask yourself a simple question. What did I do this week? Maybe you learned 10 new words. Write it down. Maybe you walked 2 times. Write it down. Maybe you finished something you kept waiting to do. Write it down. When progress is small, we forget it easily. Writing can help you remember. After a few months, look back. You may be surprised. You may think, I did more than I knew. Small actions can become a big change when you give them time. Think about one drop of water. One drop looks very small. Then another drop comes, and another. After some time, a glass becomes full. Your small actions are like those drops. One English lesson, one walk, one good choice, one difficult day when you did not stop. Each one adds something. You may not see a big change today, but keep going. Your work is not lost. Maybe you think progress should always move forward, but real life is not like that. Some days you do well. Some days you stop. Some days you go back to an old habit. This does not mean all your progress is gone. Imagine you are walking on a long road. You walk for 10 days. Then one day you take a step back. Are you back at the beginning? No. You are still far from where you started. One bad day does not remove all your good days. Remember this. Maybe you studied English every day for 2 weeks. Then you stopped for 3 days. Do not say, I failed. You did not fail. You stopped for 3 days. Come back. Your 2 weeks of study still happened. You still learned. You can begin again. Progress does not need to be perfect. It only needs you to keep returning. This is another way to see growth. Before, maybe one bad day made you stop for a month. Now, one bad day only stops you for 2 days. Then you return. That is progress too. Maybe no one can see it, but you can. You are learning how to begin again. You are learning how to keep going. These are important skills. Sometimes your biggest progress happens inside you. Maybe before, you became very angry when you made a mistake. Now you can say, it is okay. I will try again. Maybe before you always thought, I cannot do this. Now you think, I can learn. Maybe before you were afraid to start. Now you take one small step. These changes are not easy to show in a picture, but they can change your whole life. Do not only look for big results. Look for small changes in the way you think. Look at the way you speak to yourself. Look at the way you face difficult days. You may be growing more than you know. Maybe today you feel behind. Stop for a moment. Do not open your phone. Do not look at what everyone else is doing. Think about your own road. Where were you 1 year ago? What did you learn? What did you finish? What did you survive? What can you do now? Give yourself time to answer. Maybe you will remember difficult moments. Maybe you wanted to stop, but you did not. Or maybe you stopped and came back. That matters too. You are still here. You are still learning. You are still trying. Do not forget that. You do not need to compare your whole life to someone else's best moment. Compare yourself to yourself. Ask, do I know a little more than before? Can I do something I could not do before? Did I become a little stronger? If the answer is yes, you are moving. Keep going. If the answer is no, that is okay too. You can choose one small step today. Progress can begin again at any time. You do not need to feel bad. You only need to look at where you are. Then choose where to go next. Your road may be slow. It may have many turns. You may stop sometimes, but it is still your road. Every step teaches you something. Every mistake can help you learn. Every return can make you stronger. So do not spend all your time looking at how far other people have gone. Look at how far you have come. Maybe you are not where you want to be yet. That is okay. You are also not where you started. Remember that. Your progress may be quiet. It may be slow. Other people may not see it, but small progress is still progress. Notice it, respect it, and let it give you the strength to take your next step. Sometimes your steps feel too small. You study English for 10 minutes. Someone else studies for 2 hours. You walk for 20 minutes. Someone else runs for 1 hour. You save a little money. Someone else saves much more. Then you look at your small step. You think, does this really matter? Yes, it matters. A small step can still move you forward. You do not need to move as fast as someone else. You only need to keep moving. Think about a long road. One person walks very fast. Another person walks slowly. The slow person may need more time. But if they keep walking, they still move forward. The size of the step is not the only important thing. Continuing matters too. Maybe you can only study English for 10 minutes today. Use those 10 minutes. Learn 3 words. Listen to a short story. Read a few sentences. It may not feel like much, but you did something. Tomorrow you can do it again. Small steps can grow when you repeat them. 10 minutes today. 10 minutes tomorrow. Then 10 minutes the next day. After some time, those small minutes become many hours. But when you compare yourself to others, you may forget this. You only see what you did today. You say, it was only 10 minutes. Do not say only. Those 10 minutes were part of your road. They helped you move. Maybe your life is very busy now. You have work. You have a family. You have many things to do. You cannot spend hours on your goal. That is okay. Use the time you have. Do not stop because you cannot do more. Doing a little is better than doing nothing. This is easy to say, but it can be hard to remember. Many people want big results. They want to change quickly. They want to learn fast. They want to see something new every day. But real change can be slow. Sometimes you work for weeks and see very little. You begin to wonder, is this working? Maybe it is. You may just need more time. Think about water getting hot. You put cold water in a pot. You turn on the heat. At first, the water looks the same. 1 minute passes. Then another. You may think nothing is happening, but the water is getting warmer. The change has already started. You just cannot see it yet. Your small actions can be like that. You study. You practice. You try. At first, you may not see a big change, but you are learning. Your mind is growing. Your habits are changing. Give yourself time. Do not stop too early. Maybe you started something before. You worked hard for 1 week. Then you looked for a big result. You did not see it. So you stopped. Many people do this. They think slow progress means no progress. But these are not the same. Slow progress still moves forward. No progress means you are not moving at all. So if you are moving slowly, keep going. Do not make your slow speed a reason to stop. Imagine 2 people learning English. The first person studies a lot for 3 days. Then they become tired. They stop for 1 month. The second person studies for 15 minutes each day. It does not look exciting. The steps are small, but the person continues. After many months, who may have learned more? Often, it is the person who continued. You do not always need more energy. You do not always need a bigger plan. Sometimes you need a plan you can continue. This is important. A small action you can repeat is better than a big action you cannot continue. Maybe 1 hour of study is too difficult for you now. Try 15 minutes. Maybe running is too hard. Walk? Maybe reading one book every week is too much. Read one page every night. Make your step fit your life. Your goal should help you move. It should not make you afraid to begin. Sometimes we make our goals too big. Then we feel bad when we cannot follow them. We say, I failed again. But maybe you did not fail. Maybe your plan was too big. Make it smaller. Then try again. There is nothing wrong with changing the plan. The goal is to keep moving. Maybe today you can do a lot. Good. Do it. Maybe tomorrow you are tired. Do a little. Maybe the next day is very busy. Take one very small step. Your days do not need to look the same. You are a person. Your energy changes. Your life changes. The important thing is to return. Do what you can. Then come back again. You may think small steps are too slow. You want to reach your goal now. That feeling is normal. But ask yourself something. Would you rather move slowly? Or stay in the same place because you are waiting for a faster way? Sometimes the slow road is the only real road. You cannot learn a language in one day. You cannot build a strong body in 1 week. You cannot change every habit in 1 month. These things need time. So give them time. Do not be angry because growth is slow. Keep doing your part. Take your step. Then take another. Maybe you see someone moving faster than you. Let them move faster. Their speed does not stop your progress. You do not need to catch them. You do not need to pass them. Stay on your road. Look at your next step. That is enough. Think about a clock. The small hand moves very slowly. If you look at it for a few seconds, it seems to stay in the same place. But come back later. The hand has moved. Slow movement is still movement. You can be like that too. Maybe today your change is hard to see. Maybe this week you feel the same. Keep going. After some time, look back. You may see that you are far from where you began. This is why you should not judge yourself every day. Some days will feel good. Some days will feel bad. One day does not tell your whole story. Look at a longer time. Look at 1 month. Look at 6 months. Look at 1 year. Then you may see the change. Maybe you still make English mistakes, but you understand more than before. Maybe you still feel tired when you exercise, but now you can walk farther. Maybe you still worry about money, but you started saving. These changes matter. Do not wait until you are perfect before you feel proud. You may never feel perfect. There will always be more to learn. There will always be another goal. Learn to respect yourself while you are still growing. You can say, I am not there yet. And you can also say, but I am moving. Both things can be true. You can want more and still be proud of what you did today. Maybe no one sees your small steps. No one sees you studying at night. No one sees you trying again after a bad day. No one sees the little choices you make. That is okay. Your progress does not need people to see it. A quiet step still matters. You know what you are doing. You know why you started. Keep going for yourself. There will be days when you want to stop. On those days, make the step smaller. Do not say, I must do everything. Say, what can I do today? Maybe the answer is 5 minutes. Do 5 minutes. Maybe the answer is 1 page. Read 1 page. Maybe the answer is 1 small action. Take it. Small is enough when small helps you continue. Remember, you are not in a race. There's no prize for becoming better before everyone else. Your life is not about being the fastest. It is about becoming the person you want to be. That takes time. So do not laugh at your small steps. Do not call them useless. Do not throw them away because someone else is doing more. Your steps belong to your road. Every one of them can move you forward. Today, take the step you can take. Tomorrow, come back. Some days, walk fast. Some days, walk slowly. And when you need to rest, rest. Then return. You do not need to move like anyone else. You do not need to grow at their speed. You only need to keep giving yourself a chance to move forward. One small step, then another, then another. That is how a long road is walked. Your small steps still matter. So keep going. There will always be someone ahead of you. Someone may have more money. Someone may speak better English. Someone may have a better job. Someone may reach a goal before you. If you keep looking at them, you may forget something important. Your own life. You may spend so much time watching other people that you stop looking at your own road. You ask, where are they going? How fast are they moving? Why are they doing better than me? But there is a better question. Where do I want to go? This question is about your life. And your answer may be different from someone else's answer. Maybe another person wants a big house. You want more free time. Maybe someone wants a busy job. You want a quiet life? Maybe someone wants to travel around the world. You want to stay close to your family. None of these dreams are wrong. People want different things. So why should every life look the same? You do not need to follow someone else's road. You need to find your own direction. This can take time. Maybe you do not know what you want yet. That is okay. You do not need every answer today. Start with simple questions. What is important to me? What kind of life do I want? What makes me feel happy? What do I want to learn? Your answers can help you find your direction. Maybe the answers change later. That is okay too. People change. Life changes. You can choose a new direction when you need to. The important thing is to make your own choice. Imagine you are walking on a road. You see many people around you. One person turns left. Another person turns right. Someone walks very fast. Someone rides a bike. You look at them and become worried. Should I go left too? Should I move faster? Am I on the wrong road? But maybe they are going to a different place. Following them will not help you reach your goal. You need to know where you want to go. Then you can choose your next step. Life can be like this. Someone else's choice may be good for them, but that does not mean it is good for you. You can listen to other people. You can learn from them, but you still need to choose. Maybe your friend gets a new job. They make more money. You feel jealous. You think, maybe I need a new job too. But stop for a moment. Do you really want a new job? Or do you only want what your friend has? Maybe you like your work. Maybe you have more time for your family. Maybe your life is good in a different way. Do not change your direction only because someone else is moving. Look at your own life first. Ask what you really need. Comparison can make you run after things you do not even want. You see someone buy something. Now you want it too. You see someone reach a goal. Now you think you need the same goal. You see someone living in a different way. Now your own life feels wrong. Be careful. You can lose a lot of time this way. You may spend years climbing a mountain. Then you reach the top and think, I did not even want to come here. Choose your mountain carefully. Choose your road carefully. You do not need to choose perfectly. You only need to be honest with yourself. What matters to you? Maybe it is learning. Maybe it is family. Maybe it is health. Maybe it is peace. Maybe it is doing work you enjoy. Your answer does not need to impress anyone. It only needs to be true for you. Once you know your direction, comparison can become quieter. You may still see someone doing better, but you can say, "Good for them." Then return to your own road. You do not need to follow. You do not need to feel bad. Their life is theirs. Your life is yours. This can bring peace. You no longer need to win every race. You no longer need to be first. You only need to keep moving in a direction that matters to you. Maybe your road is slow. Walk slowly. Maybe you need to stop and rest. Rest. Maybe you make a wrong turn. Turn around. A wrong turn does not end your journey. You can learn. You can change. You can begin again. Do not expect your road to be perfect. No road is perfect. There will be difficult days. There will be mistakes. There will be times when you feel lost. That is part of life. You do not need to know every step. You only need to know the next one. What can you do today? Maybe you can study English for 10 minutes. Maybe you can take a walk. Maybe you can save a little money. Maybe you can call someone you love. Maybe you can rest because you really need it. Your next step does not need to look important to other people. It needs to be right for you. This is your road. Walk it with care. And remember that your speed can change. Some days you will move quickly. You have energy. You feel strong. Other days you will move slowly. You feel tired. You need more time. Both days are part of your life. Do not hate yourself on slow days. A slow day does not mean you are failing. Maybe your body needs rest. Maybe your mind needs time. Listen to yourself. Then continue when you can. The goal is not to move fast every day. The goal is to stay connected to your direction. Ask yourself, am I still walking toward something important to me? If the answer is yes, keep going. If the answer is no, you can change. You are allowed to choose a new road. Maybe something was important to you 5 years ago. Now you want something different. That is normal. You learned. You grew. You changed. Your road can change too. Do not stay on the wrong road only because you spent a long time walking there. You can stop. You can think. You can choose again. That is also part of walking your own road. Maybe people will not understand your choice. They may ask, "Why are you doing that?" They may say, "You should do this instead." Listen if their advice is helpful, but remember who must live your life. You. Other people can give advice. They can help. They can walk beside you for some time. But they cannot live every day for you. They do not wake up in your body. They do not feel all your feelings. They do not carry all your dreams. So your voice matters. Listen to it. Maybe your voice is very quiet now. You spend too much time listening to everyone else. That is okay. Give yourself time. Ask simple questions. Try small things. Notice what feels right. Little by little, you can hear your own voice again. Then protect it. Do not let every new picture on your phone change your direction. Do not let every successful person make you feel behind. You can be happy for them. Then return to your life. Look at your road. Look at your steps. Look at how far you have come. Maybe you still have a long way to go. That is okay. A long road can still be a good road. You do not need to finish today. You only need to continue. Remember what we have learned. You do not see the whole story of other people. Everyone begins in a different place. Your own progress can be hard to see. Your small steps still matter, and your road does not need to look like anyone else's road. These ideas are simple, but remembering them can change the way you live. The next time you feel behind, stop. Do not ask, why am I not like them? Ask, am I moving in the right direction for me? The next time your progress feels small, do not throw it away. Say, this step still matters. The next time someone moves faster, let them go. You do not need to run after them. Keep your eyes on your own road. You have your own life, your own time, your own lessons, your own dreams. Do not lose them while watching everyone else. You may not be the fastest. You do not need to be. You may not arrive first. You do not need to. You only need to keep walking toward a life that feels right for you. Some days will be easy. Some days will be hard. Sometimes you will know exactly where to go. Sometimes you will feel lost. Keep learning, keep listening to yourself, and keep taking the next step. Your road is yours. Your speed is yours. Your life is yours. So let other people walk their roads. Wish them well. Learn from them when you can. But do not forget where you are going. Look forward. Take your next step. And walk your own road. Thank you for spending this time with English Owl. Keep learning, keep growing, and trust your own way. See you in the next story.